Hello, and welcome to another update video about ADA. Seems like the crypto market is back to correlating a little bit with the S&P 500. I mentioned it already earlier today on in one of the updates to gold members that obviously, I mean, you know that anyway, that ADA has reached the 1.38 extension. I think that was already the case yesterday. And that the support area is between 52.1 and 55.4 cents. And that basically, because this ideal target has been reached, I mean, at any point we need to consider that a pullback is starting. However, until like a couple of hours ago, there was no evidence this pullback had started. It's now trying to. It's literally at the moment only a candle. It's not enough to say that this is a wave 4 yet. But I'm watching for wave 4, and I'm watching if it reaches the support zone, which, as I said, is defined between the golden ratio and the 38.2 retracement there. 38.2 FIB level, typically an ideal target for a fourth wave. The 50% FIB level, okay. The 61.8 is already quite deep, but for a diagonal, absolutely acceptable. Now, because this is acting a little bit like a diagonal in the yellow count, I mean, the yellow count suggests this wave 4 correction that we've been tracking since December completed. Okay, so that's obviously the perspective in the yellow count. And to really, let's say, believe that, I need to see it hold the support box and then rally further in a wave 5. And that wave 5 should move to minimally 64 cents. It's the 1.618 extension. Okay, you see it on the chart there. Could also always go higher. I mean, even at this stage, if we now do a U-turn and it suddenly rallies again, then it's likely still an extension of the third wave. If this is a fourth wave, I mean, it might unfold over the weekend. We'll see. In most recently on the weekends, we had some significant movements. Not on the weekends, before the weekend on Fridays. There have been some nice movements. So possible that we get a little bit of a volatility in today and then maybe just sideways action over the weekend, typical for a fourth wave. We'll see if that develops. But because this could be a diagonal in the yellow count, I can add here a trend line and a price channel, and they typically respect these in diagonals, which is why it's worth watching for them. So basically we connect waves 1 and 3, the top, and then we add this to the low of the wave 2, and you see it cuts right through the Fibonacci support area. So I would pay attention to that one. And then once we have a low in place for wave 4, we can redo the channel if needed. And that would also give us a possible target for wave 5. So it's going to be interesting. At the moment, I'm simply watching if we can get into this wave 4 support area. I'm not telling you we will. It's not enough evidence that a wave 4 has started, but the potential is there. You know, we've reached obviously a resistance level, not only the 1.38 extension, but also here the previous swing high from this X wave correction. Obviously in the white count, as you might remember, we're dealing with a WXY structure, and it would allow for one more low, A, B, C, which definitely is still possible, especially as we have not broken above the X wave high. So it was exactly the 1.38 extension level that stopped the move up there in yellow wave 3. So yeah, that's basically what I'm watching. And then eventually, obviously, okay, one more low maybe the low is in. That will depend on the bull's ability to hold support and form a higher high. But then eventually, regardless of, okay, do we get one more low or not, the idea is that we are in a larger diagonal pattern, which started, obviously, you know that in June. We talked about that. Wave 1 up, wave 2 down, wave 3 to the upside, wave 4 to the downside. The yellow box was defined as support zone for wave 4. And now this wave 5 to the upside is likely unfolding. Oh, okay, it might get one more low in wave 4, but that's sort of looking at the bigger picture, the main thesis. And I'm watching for the price in wave 5 to reach the area between 85 cents and 96 cents. The problem is, as long as we only have 3 waves, it can easily still form another low here in this C wave. And if it does, then I would pay attention to this trend channel here that we have also defined for the larger diagonal, and it might cut right through here the 38.2 retracement at 43.9 cents. So it's going to be an interesting day, it seems. But again, Bitcoin doesn't really want to come down. Also, I mean, looking across the altcoin sector, at this stage at least, there are no deep pullbacks, just a few red candles, but nothing that would be unusual. I mean, yesterday was a good day. Yeah, what do we see? I mean, 2% decline, 4% here and there, but that's it. I mean, that's not necessarily a lot for crypto, so it's not yet enough to really confirm this fourth wave pullback here. Okay, that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.